Welcome to the live session today. I beg Moku have fun. Oh. Welcome. As you come, just let's do this today, this morning. You know, if you join, interact, get active, and let's do this. I want us to discuss a topic. The next Nigerian billionaire is on the bill and it's interesting. Adebayo Ogunlesi, the next Nigerian billionaire biography. I was reading the article and I was happy. I beg if you join, like the live session, and let's discuss the next Nigerian billionaire. Wow, I love the story, and I want to share it with you. Drop your comments, drop your thoughts. The live interactions are on weekends, but with Adebayo Ogunlesi, chai, man, as I read Adebayo Ogunlesi's profile and biography, I don't know how Nigerian people, how you guys get this billionaire mindset, entrepreneurial mindset. It busts my mind small. As I do the editorial, this one is live. I want you to also come on board, share your thoughts, your opinions. Like I said, the next Nigerian billionaire. Wow. This is great. And I know if you are any other African on this channel, note that you are here to learn about the next Nigerian billionaire. We have equally a lot of billionaires in Nigeria. Popular amongst them, we have Dangote. Dangote's business is in Ghana. Dangote sugar is in Ghana. Dangote cement, they Ghana. And another one just popped up. And I want to discuss with you. I was supposed to do a pre-recorded one, but I was like, nah, let me do this live. Because I want your interactions. I want your opinions as I'm doing the podcast, as I'm, basically doing the live thing. As you come, just add your opinion about Adebayo Ogunlesi. Do you also know him? You want to drop a profile of Adebayo Ogunlesi? Drop it for me. Your comments are humbly welcome, but press the like button. Okay, this was shared to me by someone. This link, I read through and I was interested. I was interested in sharing it with you. The latest Nigerian billionaire. Wow. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is the kind of positivity we have to preach. This is the kind of education we need. This is why we need to learn. I decided to do it live. I don't know if you are with me, instead of pre-recorded. Normally I do the live session on weekends, but this topic I want to do it live about Adebayo Ogunlesi because I've been laughing since I researched about the man. The kind of laughing I'm having, and the kind of elation I'm in is because I love it. I love what I was reading. I am shocked. Nigerian people, how you guys they do Adebayo Ogunlesi is who I'm here to discuss. So let me wait for 2 minutes for a few people to join. Press the like button. I want to read about Adebayo Ogunlesi, a prominent Nigerian investor. And then when I read a short profile, I'll read a brief profile about him. And then on the live session, your comments and your thoughts are going to determine, all right? We are going to do this together. So for once, I did do this thing live. I did do one of my podcasts live. Let's see how it goes. If you like it, if you like me doing some of the topics live, I beg interact with me. Drop your thoughts. The live interactions are only weekends. That one, I come and interact with you. This one, I want to do this topic about Adebayo Ogunlesi. And without much ado, the music, let me lower the music a bit at the Ashake's MMS. I want to lower it a bit so that I can interact with you. Now, this is Adebayo Ogunlesi. Adebayo Ogunlesi, a prominent Nigerian investor, founded Global Infrastructure Partners, GIP, which became one of the world's largest infrastructure investment firms. In the early 2024, BlackRock acquired GIP in a landmark $12.5 billion deal. There is more to it. $12.5 billion. Oh. This one will be naira. 12.5 billion. 12.5 billion naira. This be money. Even in the world that's at now 12.5 billion naira by acquiring GIP, Global Infrastructure Partners. Adebayo Ogunlesi. Shout outs to Queen Best for this topic. I have Niero. Am I right with your name, Niero? Now, man, you be all out from Nigeria, Niero. I salute you. Now, let's get deep into Adebayo Ogunlesi. And I love it. Guys, I want to get deep and give you a profile of Adebayo Ogunlesi. So hold on, bear with me. All right, now, this man, as I was reading about him, no, I think there should be a school of business in Nigeria where indigenes of Africa will go and learn about business and how to maximize profit and how to rake billions of dollars. Now, the emphasis is not on millions of dollars. The emphasis is on billions of dollars. How they are able to do it is mind-busting, and you have no option than to learn. All right. So today, let's talk about, a profile about Adebayo Ogunlesi. Adebayo Ogunlesi was born on the 20th of December 1953. His age is 70 years. He's a Nigerian. Net worth, all right, net worth is 1.7 billion US dollars 2024, as shared by Forbes. Forbes is a renowned, site and a magazine as well, known for, predicting accurately most times the fortunes and the assets of millionaires and billionaires. So Adebayo Ogunlesi is a billionaire. His educational background: Harvard Business School in 1979, Harvard Law School in 1979 as well. All right. Okay. So this is interesting, guys. Now, his spouse, that is basically the wife, Dr. Amelia Quest Ogunlesi, 1985. They have 2 children. Their nationality is Nigerian, and their parents, Theophilus O. Ogunlesi. So the man I'm referring to is a billionaire. Adebayo Ogunlesi is a billionaire and rakes in a lot of cash. He traces his education back to Harvard, and he's an old-fashioned guy, like a 1975 man, 70 years. This is the man I'm referring to. All right, Adebayo Ogunlesi. So for those of you in the African region who don't know him, this is Adebayo Ogunlesi. Wow, this man is making waves. Now, this honorable man with this nice man, I want us to have a biography of him. And it's interesting what I read. Like I said, what I read is interesting. It's nice, guys, how they are able to transform little to fortunes and to billions of dollars. Is what I want other people to learn. Adebayo Ogunlesi, all right, born 20th December 1953, is a Nigerian lawyer and investment banker. That's the emphasis, investment banker. He is currently chairman and managing partner at the private equity firm Global Infrastructure Partners, GIP. And that is where the $12.5 billion comes to bear. If you join, drop your comments and like the session. Like it. I'm talking about Adebayo Ogunlesi. So I'm going on. Ogunlesi was the former head of Global Investment Bank at Credit Suisse First Boston before being promoted to chief client officer and executive chairman or executive vice chairman. Bashorunga, what's up? Bashorunga, welcome to the live session. I'm basically discussing Adebayo Ogunlesi. Now, we have already spoken about his educational background: Lincoln College, Oxford, Harvard Law School, Harvard Business School, alma mater, King's College, Lagos. So if you are a student of or a former student of King's College in Lagos, Adebayo Ogunlesi now your senior, All right. Bashoringa, is he on Forbes list yet or just newspaper? Yes, what I'm reading, he has been enlisted to Forbes. And Forbes, you can check it out. You can also Google and check. All right. Forbes has categorically added him up and has stated about his funds, which I have expounded on. All right. He acquired this company, 12.5 billion, not million, billion. That is why I'm emphasizing. And then Ogunlesi is basically worth 1.5 billion. Chai. This one of money. Occupation, investment banker. Years active, 1980 till present. Employer, global infrastructure partners. Spouse, I already mentioned it. Amelia Quest Ogunlesi. Children 2. Parent Oladipo Ogunlesi. Alright, so basically, this is Adebayo Ogunlesi. Now, this man, as an investment banker and a lawyer, coupled with both, is able to go on to broker deals and make sure that he signs contracts, which is not bounded by unnecessary law, swallow up. When I say swallow up, certain contracts you sign up and you need a lawyer. But he mastered both in investment banking and law. Smart thing to do. And as such, both goes hand in hand when it comes to business. I quite remember studying business law during my time in tertiary, but the quantum of law we swallowed is not as much as the kind of law that people go for 4 years, 6 years to pursue. Because with business law, it's just part of your subject and core routine. So you learn to adapt and then to adapt to your routine. Now, Adebayo Ogunlesi did law and did another subset of a course, all right, and it's into investment banking. So like I said, both goes hand in hand. Now, his net worth is rated at 1.7 billion USD. As Forbes are saying, Forbes is not a mere site, it's a well-respected site. And they are able to, bring to bear, all right, assets of big people. And they do a lot of research before they put it out. Wikipedia is also siding with Adebayo Ogunlesi. Now, the basis of me coming live this afternoon is to sensitize and to allow that, can't we have a business school in Nigeria or all over the world where we have lecturers and people who are practical like Adebayo Ogunlesi, who is a billionaire, all right, currently, and has added up to the billionaires of Nigeria. Can't we have a law school? Can't we have a business school which will be lectured and tutored by Nigerians to teach about how they are able to rake in millions and billions of dollars? Nigerian millionaires are not millionaires anymore. In the past, we used to refer to them as millionaires. So now, Nigerian millionaires has transcended from millionaires to billionaires. And the kind of money they have, with Adebayo Ogunlesi, you saw that his company's net worth is $12.5 billion US dollars, and he himself is surrounded around 1.5 billion US dollars. Chai, how Nigerians, how you guys they do? I beg, do we need a business entrepreneur person on this channel to be teaching us? Because myself, like I said, I've had encounter with Nigerians, all right, and I know how they think. I know how their usual day is all about money. It's all about making money and enough for themselves. They don't like to be lazy. Like I said, if you join, like the live session and drop your comments, your questions, and then press the like button. It's at the arrow where the 3 arrows are. So Adebayo Ogunlesi, this man, this honorable man, so calm. I like this picture of him where he is so calm, and you can easily note that in meetings, because of his law background. Okay, Bashorunga says I will check now. All right, do that. Because of his background, it is interesting to note that he's so calm in meetings. Look at this poster of him observing the space in meetings and other places. Interesting to note that we need to tap into these kind of men. Where we meet them, we don't ask for, I got money, but we need to tap into their expertise. We need to meet these people and ask, maybe 3 questions, 4 questions. Ask ourselves, Adebayo Ogunlesi Senior, I beg, how did you do it? Now, the question I'm asking myself is, after Dangote and after all these rich billionaires, what comes to mind? All right, what comes to mind? One thing that I have in mind is that Nigerians can make billionaires with time. And you see, everything is with time. Look at Adebayo Ogunlesi's, track line from 1975, 1980, all right, till now. You basically note that he's gone through the mill, all right, as a lawyer and an investment banker. Now, what I'm decoding is that education is key. All right, I have this book here. Normally, I don't like having books as a solid material. I love to download it as a PDF. Why? Because I love to be in cars and play with my phone. So if I have, maybe this is the psychology of money someone bought for me. All right, the psychology of money. Now, I don't like hard materials like this one. I love to have it as a PDF on my phone. When I have it as a PDF on my phone, I can easily read anywhere. I can easily read even when I'm bored in my couch, and even if I'm traveling and I don't need to carry books along. Once I buy it as a PDF material or download it, I can read it. Now, what I'm saying is that inculcating both concepts of how rich people read a lot, gather a lot of knowledge for themselves, you realize one thing, that every rich person to be calm. Have you realized that rich people know the show off? People who take their time to build enough wealth for themselves, they know they show off. They know they show a lot of things off. They know they show their assets until people themselves probably video them or go to their house, video rich people, or by way somebody brings their video out, or people in their neighborhood see their buildings and everything. You realize that rich people are calm. Real rich people. I'm not talking about the noise ones. So Adebayo Ogunlesi and Nigerian entrepreneurs, Nigerian business people have underlined one thing to Africans, that everything takes time and hard work is built with time. So before you see the results, it takes time. All I'm trying to say is that since he's not the only billionaire in Nigeria, all right, how can we tap into the knowledge of these well-to-do people, wealthy people, and worthy people of the society? Tap into their knowledge and learn a lot from them as youth, because I feel a lot of the youth are in a rush to make it. In our dispensation, before, you could meet a rich man and then they will tell you, oh, I suffered with my wife. I don't want to go into that part. Let me keep quiet. It's very dicey. Let me not talk about it. So it takes time when you are building it, and there is no on and off feelings. Fun zone, bro, you are very correct. Keep it burning and rolling, man. You are for real. Thank you, fun zone. It takes time where they are not shown on and off, as if I'm with you, as if I'm not with you. And I feel our generation and our youth are running, they are rushing, After some time, if the results are not coming, they run away. What I'm trying to inculcate before I sign out, I'm not going to keep long, is that it's built with time. It's a gradual process. You build it with time. Now, it came to a time, myself, let me use myself as an example. When I start moving with people, I come to know them, then I have to lie about some of my assets. Because you work with people and after some time, you come to realize that they want it to be quick. Some of the assets are gathered over time. Assets that are wealth are gathered over time. People don't know. And when you make money, you have to reinvest it. And that is the most difficult part. When you start seeing profit and you are reinvesting, if you are not taking care, you'll be mistaken as a hypocrite, a coward, and quote unquote, excuse my language, a foolish man, because sometimes the opposite sex feel let's either swallow the money or buy something. So when you see somebody who is making a lot, okay, when you see somebody making a lot of risk has gone into it. The risk taking is the most, you know, I'm struggling to find words. The most difficult task to do, taking risk in your business. All rich people make 1 million, they invest 1 million, they get 5 million, they invest 5 million, they get 50 million, they invest 50 million, they get 20 million, they invest 20 million, they get 100 million. A lot of businesses fall because some of us do not have the zeal and capacity to invest like Nigerians. The kind of risk, if you read deep, if we are getting the opportunity to interview an honorable man, I'm according him with honorable, because to make 1.7 or 1.5 billion dollars, not naira, dollars, no be small joke. You are Cristiano. True talk. I salute you, my brother. It not be joke. Like the live session and drop your comments. The problem is not making the money. The problem is reinvesting the money. And that is where the taking risk comes to bear. I've been reading a lot of books on my phone. Like I said, I like to read it on my phone. And some of the things I find interesting is that when you make the money and you are reinvesting, it's like, sorry for my word, it's like your mind no day. Let's say you make $1 million. You can easily buy, let's say your line is investment banking and you make $1 million. You can easily buy estate, cars, live good with your wife or your girlfriend, and then take it to the altar. But you make $1 million, you said, or you say you are keeping $200,000. You are keeping $200,000, and that $200,000 you want to invest $800,000. Aye, who go agree with you on this one? So investment are risk. All right, investment are risk. All right, you need to have investment capacity, and you need to take a lot of risk. All right, and the kind of risk is where it's difficult. Now let's discuss this side. It's very dicey. Ladies, I need the ladies here to discuss, or the females here. Can they drop their comments? You make $1 million as a startup. That is why I'm saying we need to talk to these honorable people. You make $1 million as a startup, and then you want to invest $900,000 back into the business. Is the lady you are dating gonna agree with you investing a whooping $900,000 back? Because there are two risks. Either the money goes and then it falls apart, or you rake in more. Let's say you make $1 million as an investor, and you make $900,000. That's why I'm saying I need opinions. We are doing this together. And then you started it with your woman. Should you give the money to your woman and then you enjoy the $1 million, or you need to invest more to make more? So you make $900,000, you make $1 million, and you do your calculations and you realize that if you invest $900,000 back into your business, you'll be able to rake in $10 million. But there are risks. But if you are able to forgo the risk, since every business venture you need to research into it. If you look at the risk, do you stay back and do easy business opportunities like, investing and then making your wife happy, or you invest it and get more and then the happiness doubles? What are the risks you should take? What are some of the risks you should take? Now, when you look at Dr. Adebayo Ogunlesi, he's married to a doctor, right? A doctor. And I mentioned her name. Let me be emphatic about it. All right. Now, what I'm trying to say is that the woman behind Dr. Adebayo Ogunlesi, we need to also get their thinking and how it was done, how they were able to make this kind of money, and then not let the woman feel that the man is making it and is leaving the woman behind. Because that is the question people ask. the ladies on the other hand, we say, oh, when you support them and then they are making money, then they will be, giving you attitude. Is it because men, we want to reinvest the money? Or it's a wealth apart thing? That is why I'm saying that entrepreneurial, there are risks. You need to know that risk comes with relationship, it comes with family, the risk comes with you yourself, the business you are investing in, a whole lot of risk. So what I want to understand is that, do we as men, I will talk about the women, do we invest, get it to a point, wait before we bring the women on board or ladies on board, or we do it with women, let them know everything about this investment and then grow together? These are some of the things I feel that the likes of Dangote, the likes of, Dr. Ogunlesi, Adebayo, the billionaire I'm talking about now, we need to tap into their knowledge. How are they able to do it? Did they do it single-handedly and met their wives along the line, or they did it together? Did they basically narrated it and then the vision brought them on board? Because per the examples I'm having, I want to have an entrepreneurial live session this weekend and then talk to some entrepreneurs and ask them the usual Niger entrepreneur and how they make billions, the risk taking, how are they, is in which forms, how many forms are the risk are, and then how do you foresee the future when you are investing in a brand? Now, how many years has Dangote acquired his wealth along the line? So you go know say the risk will come with it. It be which kind of risk? Personal risk, business venture risk, emotional risk. I know emotional risk automatically will be part. So I started reading into books, and this is what I found about a lot of rich people. Now Morgan Housel, who wrote The Psychology of Money, tells us to be tough in both ends. That is Morgan Housel. Now let me share this experience about a friend. A friend started with an estate housing company. He started with duplex, 3-bedroom hall, 2-bedroom hall, and then he read the roofing, plastered, did everything. He was left with the interior. Now he was caught between going for a loan to finish the interior and paying much profit. Ghana money, inflation don't catch Ghana money. Oh. So he was caught in between two. Now he had money to spend. The money to spend was also for a purpose. So he spent the money, and then the woman he was with left him. Now he's one of the biggest real estate owners and is looking at giving birth and not marrying. So I want to understand it from both ends. The risk wealthy people do, or wealthy people do, does it have to do with their personal life? Does it have to do with their emotional life, psychological, spiritual, everything? And that is what I am tapping into. I'm not going to break all today. Dr. Adebayo Ogunlesi's example is there for all to see. I've read a lot about him. I don't want to share it today. I decided to come live and then share it with you. Now, I know I don't normally come live in the morning because people are at their workplaces. You don't need to worry them. You don't need to come live and then bombard them. It's going to affect their working itinerary. But as I prep up for this weekend, I'm going to be coming your way Saturday. I'm going to be coming your way on Sunday. What are the rudiments of wealth that you need to go into? Do you need to get married and start building wealth? Or, the question I'm asking, I need opinions. Or do you need to build wealth to a point and then bring them on board? Or you need to find somebody who believes in your vision and then build wealth. Now, The story of Dr. Adebayo Ogunlesi has a deep and in-depth explanation, and I want to expound on it this weekend. I want to talk about it this weekend on my live session as we get interactive. Now, to those of you, or to my few people watching me, before I take leave of you, what are your thoughts about Dr. Adebayo Ogunlesi? And for those of you who have a lot of intel about him, what do you wish to say? Forbes has enlisted him as a 1.5 billion US dollar rich man, and as part of Forbes list. And Wikipedia has added up other international sites have a biography of him on his wall. Now, Dr. Adebayo Ogunlesi, as you watch him, you know that he's not a man of today. He's in his 70s and has acquired wealth over the years. Now, the question of the day, this is the question of the day, and I want to ask. There are a lot of rich people all over the world, but let's situate it into the African, mindset. The usual Naija person is relatively a go-getter. You see, when you interact with Nigerians, if you don't take care, you will mistaken them to be different. That difference is what makes them successful. When a Nigerian sees this, he wants to multiply it into hundreds. He wants to study it, research, think about it, and multiply it into hundreds. That thinking capacity is a natural thing. And if you want to inherit it, what you have to do is to study, learn, research, observe them, mingle with Nigerians, and get to know that DNA. You can learn it. Now, how we are not able to learn it is because, as Africa Day, the problem with a lot of African countries is we want to do it alone. You see, we want to take all the glory alone. We want to have it all to ourselves. We are selfish, We have something in us that is not nice. But Nigerians are not like that, though. When they see money here, they want to call their fellow Nigerian, say money day. And how can we bring heads together and multiply and make money? So I'm here to talk about one thing. What I'm talking about has to do with the fact that I've said it to myself that any Nigerian I meet, if I'm not learning, if I'm not tapping, if I'm not doing anything, then the ultimate goal I have to learn from a Nigerian is to get closer and learn one or two things from them. All right? The ultimate goal. Because if you don't find passion, you find commitment, you find zeal, you find smartness, both internally and externally. Now, what I'm trying to say is that let's get this narrative right. I started talking with some Nigerian entrepreneurs, fashion, people. I don't want to discuss what we discussed here because it's confidential. And if you listen to them talk, no wonder they thrive a lot in Ghana. No wonder they thrive a lot in Ghana. So I was telling them, why not have, a fashion, company or a fashion boutique, a fashion something in Ghana with all these ideas. So I started bringing on board my marketing ideas. I did marketing, so marketing ideas, and we started sharing ideas. And you'll find out that these Nigerian fashion designers are so in-depth with knowledge and are so smart to the extent that the kind of services they want to render, even in the international space, have already been written, documented, and forms a core value and a core mandate of their business outlook. I'm talking about fashion designers. And I thought it was just a conversation. One of them brought out a book, a well put together book, binded with a lot of his fashion wear books, core goal, future goals by the next 3 years, what he wants to achieve. And after that next 3 years, there is another 3 years. So every pattern has been designed for 3 years. So every 3 years, He achieves a particular section in the book and takes it. A fashion-oriented person has drawn a 3-year basic future core mandate at which he's going by. So when he's able to achieve it in 3 years, you go take up. This one is done. Then you go left up, go. So until the fashion book, the future mission of the fashion book ends, he is still situated with whatever he's doing. So by the next 10 years, he'll meet all his fashion needs. And people are doing this on a daily basis. Unlike sometimes I feel here, people just wake up, go to work, get customers, and then they sew their fashion for them. This one is from Malik Al-Sayed. Do you suffer from Alzheimer's? Malik, can you break it down? I don't understand you, Malik. So there is a mission statement to businesses. Sorry. And these mission statements guides these Nigerian fashion designers. It guides them in their fashion outlook. Look at how in-depth they are. So we started talking, and it was interesting to note that if they have this mindset, then it means that by in the next 5, 6, 9, 10 years, all right, he will basically, make a lot and rake in a lot for himself. All right, it is interesting. Malik Al-Sayed, I know, but I'm trying to say break it down because I don't have dementia. I don't know why you say I have dementia all of a sudden. Malik, I understand Alzheimer. So I know Alzheimer is related to dementia. I'm too young to have dementia. And I don't know why you are saying that. Okay, so guys, I'm signing out. It's just a 40-minute editorial, and I have 3 minutes to go. Fashion designers have a workbook which has a core mandate which they outline. And if after 10 years their business or businesses are booming, it is not a mere fluke. Because people run their businesses on a daily basis. They wake up, they go, they expect their business to. These Nigerians have plans, 3-year plans. Some even do it on a yearly basis. Can you press the like button and like the live session and drop your comment? They have a core man, they have a business model, and they have yearly targets. When they are able to finish their yearly targets, then they take it. It is no wonder Dr. Adebayo Ogunlesi, all right, is making these strides, and we are seeing it by being a 1.5 billionaire, 1.5 US dollars billionaire, because he worked his work out from year 1 by certain targets and core goals, which is codified in a book. And then when one mission is done, he will take the other. So if this is mission 1 and target is met, he will take this one, go on to this one. The next year, if they meet this target, they will take it, and they will continue setting targets for themselves so that they will not rest in their oars. Wow. And this is something I have learned from a Nigerian, and I've learned in reading a lot of books. One thing I want to say is that God bless every Nigerian. God bless Nigerians. Just set up a business school and impact knowledge a lot more. Let's hear lectures from these big men, Dr. Adebayo, Dangote, and these rich Nigerian billionaires who are doing massive and are doing good for themselves. And let's understand that these are some of the people that are making Nigeria great and strong, and I have no option than to learn, and after reading about Dr. Adebayo, well, guys, I'm super excited, and I decided that I need to read a lot more. Now, after this one, I want to read about him on about 4 or 5 pages article, all right, about Dr. Adebayo Ogunlesi, and then look at how he started his business, how he got through a lot more, took a lot more risk, ventured into a lot more capital, interested and profit-oriented business folds, and then he's making money for himself. I don't know what you think about today's edition, but a few of the topics I'll once in a while I'll do it live, but the real live sessions are only on weekends, so you can join me only on weekends. I appreciate you. I don't know if you have anything to ask me before I go. I don't want to take your time. I know most of you are at your workplaces working your ass out to making in and raking in a lot, so I'm going to leave you. But Dr. Adebayo Ogunlesi, rated on Forbes, adds up to the Nigerian billionaires, and I salute him. And to the beautiful woman, all right, the beautiful woman behind Dr. Adebayo, shout outs to you for going through it with him, and for going through the thicks and thorns with him. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, guys. I'm not gonna be coming your way today. I'll be doing something in the evening. I'll be, driving to a coded place for some few rounds in around the city of Ghana. So I have to meet some people to discuss some one or two things with them. So pardon me on that. But I'm going to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Friday, right? All right. Tomorrow, I'm going to be here in the evening. I'm going to share something nice with you. And then on Saturday and Sundays, I do live. I interact with you. But this Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be here with a guest. And some guests are going to be here with me. We'll discuss something. Let's leave it as a surprise. Like I said, I'm not coming your way today. So this is it with Dr. Adebayo Ogunlesi. If you have anything to ask me, a rich Nigerian man has been added to Forbes, and I salute him for that. Okay, so it's been nice having you. Hold on for tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not going to be here today with a podcast. I'm going to go on a break and I'm back on some rounds. So thank you very much. Kilo Shele. And see you tomorrow. Join me tomorrow, and then Saturday and Sundays. People have been asking me about the time for the live. I do that 8 p.m. Ghana time, which means it's 9 p.m. Niger time, and then now 8 p.m. Initially it was 4 p.m. in US, so it will be 3 p.m. because the time zone in US has switched. 5 p.m. 5 hours, sorry. They lead us 5 hours, and in Europe, wherever you are, in Africa, I don't know about other African countries, from some parts of India, it is time to go and take my lunch. I'm famished. All right, I have to take my lunch. I'll be here again, all right, tomorrow. So thank you. It's been nice having you. I salute you. All right, my people. Thank you.